Europe. A land of incredible wonders. A tapestry of cultures, histories, and emotions crafted across the ages. Its incredible cities and famous monuments capture the world's attention. But far from the tourist crowds, hidden from view, lie surprises known to few. Villages frozen in time, clinging to rocky cliffs. Forgotten urban centers, guardians of traditions and authenticity. These are Europe's hidden gems, treasures awaiting curious eyes. In this video, we'll walk the less traveled roads of the old continent, bringing to light places where ancient customs persist unchanged. Prepare to encounter an unseen Europe, far from the hustle and bustle of the masses. Europe boasts 44 countries and over 10,000 cities. Yet, according to tourism statistics, only about 5% of these places attract the majority of visitors. This means that 95% of the continent remains unexplored by most travelers, concealing unique treasures and experiences. So let's dive into that lesser-known 95%, discovering places that, while less famous, are no less fascinating than the big cities. Let's begin. Uzès, France. This Provençal town, little known to mass tourist circuits, preserves an authentic charm of southern France. Its historic center, with winding streets and squares shaded by plane trees, is dominated by the Tour Fenestrelle, the only cylindrical Romanesque bell tower in France. The Ducal Palace, still the residence of the ducal family, testifies to the city's historical importance. The weekly market, considered one of the best in the region, offers a lively experience of local flavors and aromas. The town is also an ideal starting point for exploring the Pont de Garde, an ancient Roman aqueduct located nearby. Matera, Italy. Matera, with its Sassi declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, dating back to prehistoric times. The homes carved into the limestone and the complexes of rock-hewn churches create a unique and evocative urban landscape. Walking through the winding alleys and caves feels like a journey back in time. Matera has also been chosen as a location for numerous films due to its unique atmosphere. The city offers a rich culinary tradition, with typical dishes reflecting local history and culture, and is certainly a place to visit where history and tradition blend in an incredibly suggestive context. Sibiu, Romania. This Transylvanian city, founded by Saxon settlers in the 12th century, stands out for its Central European atmosphere. The historic center is known for its eyes, distinctive roof windows that seem to watch passers-by. The Grand Square, with its Baroque and Renaissance palaces, is one of Romania's most evocative urban spaces. Sibiu is also an important cultural center, hosting international theater and film festivals. The city offers an interesting fusion of cultures, visible in its architecture and cuisine. Medieval fortifications and museums tell the rich history of the region, while the surrounding mountains offer opportunities for hiking and winter sports. Wells, England. Wells, the smallest city in England, with its cathedral, is a medieval architectural gem tucked away in the hills of Somerset. The cathedral is famous for its extraordinary west facade, adorned with hundreds of statues, and its remarkable medieval clock, one of the oldest in the world still in operation. Adjacent to the cathedral, Vickers Close is the oldest inhabited residential street in Europe, with perfectly preserved houses offering a window into the medieval past. Despite its small size, Wells is rich in culture and history, with a weekly market dating back over 800 years and numerous cultural festivals celebrating everything from classical music to cinema. Trogir, Croatia. Nestled on a tiny island between the mainland and the island of Chiovo, Trogir is a perfectly preserved medieval jewel. Its paved, narrow, and winding streets encapsulate 2,000 years of history in just over a square kilometer. The heart of the city is the central square, where the Cathedral of St. Lawrence stands. The Camerlengo Castle, a Venetian sentinel on the sea, and the Tower of St. Mark complete the profile of this fortress city. The waterfront, finally, with its cafes and restaurants, offers enchanting views of the Adriatic. Trogir is a vibrant city where the echo of the past resonates in the steps of visitors who lose themselves in its alleys. Ghent, Belgium. Ghent is a hidden treasure of Belgium, often overshadowed by its more famous neighbors. This city boasts an incredible medieval heritage, with historic buildings like the Castle of the Counts and St. Bavo's Cathedral, dominates the cityscape with its imposing Gothic architecture. Its charming historic center is a labyrinth of canals reminiscent of Bruges, yet with a cultural and university vibrancy that gives it a youthful and dynamic atmosphere. The pedestrian streets are full of cafes, restaurants, and shops, making the city perfect for a relaxed discovery immersed in history and modernity. Gdansk, Poland. This Baltic seaport city boasts a 1,000-year history and unique architecture. The historic center, rebuilt after World War II, features buildings in Hanseatic Flemish style, markedly different from typical Polish architecture. Long Street and Long Market offer a sequence of colorful and elaborate facades. The medieval port, with its imposing 15th century wooden crane, testifies to the city's historical importance in maritime trade. Gdansk is also known as the birthplace of the Solidarity movement, which played a crucial role in the fall of communism in Europe. Ohrid, North Macedonia. Often called the Pearl of the Balkans for its extraordinary natural beauty and historical heritage. Located on the shores of its namesake lake, the city features Byzantine churches, ancient monasteries, and a Roman amphitheater that attest to the country's rich and multicultural past. The UNESCO-listed Old Town is a maze of streets that climb up, offering panoramic views of the lake. History and culture enthusiasts can explore the Monastery of St. John at Caneo, picturesquely situated on a cliff above the lake, providing one of the most photographed views in North Macedonia. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany. Located in the Bavaria region, Rothenburg ob der Tauber is one of the most extraordinary examples of a perfectly preserved medieval town. Its ancient walls, towers, and city gates transport tourists back in time, to an era when horse-drawn carriages traveled the city streets. The famous Plönlein Street, with its timber-framed houses and the central fountain, seems a scene from a fairy tale. The town is also known for its Christmas museum, which celebrates the holiday year-round, and for the Käthe Wohlfahrt store, offering traditional German Christmas decorations. Walking along the city wall path also provides panoramic views of the surrounding countryside and the city itself, making it easy to see why this village is such a beloved destination. Nafplio, Greece. Considered one of Greece's most romantic cities, Nafplio was the country's first modern capital before Athens took over in 1834. This seaside city is surrounded by Venetian fortifications, with narrow paved streets leading to elegant neoclassical palaces and cozy bars and restaurants. One of its main attractions is the Palamidi Fortress, which majestically stands on a hill above the city, accessible by a staircase of nearly 1,000 steps. Nafplio is also known for its vibrant artistic and cultural scene, with numerous museums, galleries, and theaters enriching the tourist experience. Riga, Latvia. The Latvian capital is famous for its Art Nouveau architecture, which represents about a third of the buildings in the city center. The Historic Center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, presents a mix of architectural styles ranging from Gothic to Baroque. The House of the Blackheads and Riga Cathedral are notable examples of the city's medieval heritage. The picturesque Daugava River flows through the heart of Riga, offering scenic riverside walks and boat tours, while the city's numerous parks provide lush green spaces for relaxation and outdoor activities. The city is also known for its vibrant cultural scene, with numerous music and theater festivals. Finally, the Matera district, with its trendy cafes and vintage shops, represents the city's more bohemian and creative side. Mostar, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. This historic town is renowned for its iconic Stari Most, a rebuilt Ottoman bridge that spans the Neretva River. Mostar is a meeting point of different cultures and religions, whose complex past is reflected in the diverse architecture and daily habits of its inhabitants. Walking through the stone-paved streets, one discovers vibrant markets, historic mosques, and churches that tell stories of coexistence and conflict. The city also invites exploration of its lively artistic and cultural scene, with galleries and performances that delve into Mostar's unique identity. Riquewihr, France. A charming village in Alsace, Riquewihr captures the hearts of those who visit with its fortified walls dating back to the 15th century, and the vibrant half-timbered houses that color its stone streets. Known as one of the most beautiful villages in France, it is a jewel of history and culture. When visiting, it's essential to stop at one of the many wine cellars for a tasting session that reflects the rich terroir of the region. The local gastronomy is equally captivating, as are the seasonal festivals and markets, particularly the Christmas market, which transforms Rikkevier into a lively center of holiday spirit and joy, making it a perfect place to discover local traditions at any time of the year. Ponza, Italy. This island in the Tyrrhenian Sea, part of the Pontine archipelago, is a hidden jewel of the Italian coast. Characterized by jagged cliffs, clear waters, and distinctive bays, it offers a less crowded alternative to the more famous Italian islands. The main port, with its colorful houses climbing the hills, creates an evocative picture. The island is rich in history, with Roman ruins and ancient pools carved into the rock. The village, with its pastel-colored houses cascading down to the port, exudes Mediterranean charm, with narrow winding streets leading to panoramic viewpoints and welcoming squares full of life. Finally, the local cuisine, based on fresh fish and island products, completes the offerings of this Mediterranean destination, still relatively unknown. Bamberg, Germany. Bamberg embodies the charm of a medieval German city with a unique cohesion of historical architecture, evident in a town center that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Known for its original Rauch beer brewery, which produces a distinctively flavored smoked beer, Bamberg is also famous for its ancient town hall, built on an island in the middle of the Regnitz River. The city is a labyrinth of historic streets leading to treasures such as the cathedral, with the tombs of an emperor and a pope, and the picturesque fishermen's district, Klein Venedig. The beauty of this city lies in its ability to blend everyday life with historical monuments in a vibrant and welcoming atmosphere. Kilkenny, Ireland. Often described as the most charming medieval city in Ireland, Kilkenny boasts a rich historical heritage with its imposing Norman castle overlooking the River Nore. The city is a tapestry of history, with streets winding among well-preserved buildings, such as St. Canice's Cathedral and Rotha House, a 16th-century residence now transformed into a museum. Kilkenny is also a center of craftsmanship, with numerous pottery studios and glassworks, in addition to a lively cultural events calendar, highlighted by the Kilkenny Arts Festival. Moreover, the city not only celebrates its medieval heritage, but continues to be a place of creativity and innovation, attracting artists and history enthusiasts from around the world. Kotor, Montenegro. Nestled between mountains and bay, Kotor is famous for its spectacular nature and rich historical heritage. The Old Town, surrounded by imposing fortified walls, is a labyrinth of medieval streets, lively squares, and ancient churches. Climbing the 1,350 steps to the fortress offers an unforgettable panoramic view of the bay and the slate rooftops of the historic center. Kotor is also known for its numerous cultural festivals, including musical and traditional events, making every visit a rich experience of history and culture. Pitigliano, Italy. Perched on a massive tough cliff, Pitigliano is a village that seems sculpted from the very rock it stands on. Also known as the Little Jerusalem, due to its historic Jewish community, the village offers a journey through different eras and cultures. Its narrow streets and stone arches lead to fascinating discoveries such as the Jewish Quarter, with its synagogue and cellars carved into the rock. The view of the houses emerging from the rock is a true spectacle of nature. while the medieval alleys are rich in history and mystery. Pitigliano is also famous for its white wines, particularly the Bianco di Pitigliano, which can be tasted in the numerous wine shops in the village. Plovdiv, Bulgaria. With a history dating back over 6,000 years, Plovdiv is one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Its historic center showcases a unique mix of architecture, from Roman ruins to 19th century wooden houses. The ancient theater, still functioning, is a testament to the city's rich history. Contrasting with this heritage is the Kapana district, a creative hub with street art and trendy venues. Plovdiv offers an immersion in Balkan culture, combining ancient and modern elements in a less crowded setting than other well-known European destinations. Rovinj, Croatia. On the western coast of Istria, Rovinj stands as a living painting. The rocky peninsula, once an island, hosts a labyrinth of paved streets that climb towards the sky. Pastel-colored stone houses huddle together, creating a unique architectural harmony. Atop the hill, the Church of St. Euphemia dominates the skyline, and its bell tower, inspired by that of St. Mark's in Venice, watches over the city and the sea. The harbor, with its brightly colored fishing boats, tells the story of a community deeply connected to the sea. Indeed, the Venetian influence is felt everywhere, from Gothic befora windows to winged lions carved on buildings. San Marino. This microstate, entirely surrounded by Italy, is one of the world's oldest republics. Located on Mount Titano, it offers panoramic views of the Adriatic coast and the Italian hinterland. The Historic Center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is dominated by three medieval towers that symbolize the Republic's independence. The narrow stone streets lead to characteristic squares and well-preserved ramparts. The Palazzo Pubblico, seat of the government, is a notable example of neo-Gothic architecture. San Marino is also known for its advantageous tax system, which attracts tourists interested in duty-free shopping. Orvieto, Italy. Orvieto, situated on an imposing tough cliff in the heart of Umbria, is a village known for its extraordinary cathedral, one of the masterpieces of Gothic architecture in Italy. The facade, adorned with sparkling mosaics and elaborate sculptures, welcomes visitors into a world of art and history. Beyond the cathedral, Orvieto offers underground labyrinths dug during the Etruscan era, a fascinating adventure to discover cisterns, wells, and hidden caves. Another attraction is the streets of the historic center, a succession of artisan shops, wine bars, and restaurants where you can savor typical Umbrian products, such as Orvieto DOC wine. Goslar, Germany. Nestled in the heart of the Harz Mountains, Goslar offers a journey back in time with its distinctive historic center and majestic imperial palace. Once a seat of emperors and rulers, this city is now a treasure trove of medieval houses and Romanesque architecture. Its cobblestone streets lead to lively squares, where markets and cafes blend with ancient buildings, boasting spires and ornate facades. A visit to the nearby Remmelsberg mines is also a must, offering a unique glimpse into the region's long mining history, also recognized by UNESCO. Tbilisi, Georgia. The capital of Georgia is a city where ancient and modern blend fascinatingly. Its historic center, characterized by winding alleys and traditional houses with wooden balconies, contrasts with recently built futuristic architecture. Narikala Fortress, dating back to the 4th century, dominates the city, offering panoramic views. Tbilisi is renowned for its vibrant cultural scene, with numerous theaters, museums, and art galleries. Georgian cuisine and the millennia-old wine tradition complete the visitor's experience in the city at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. Sighisoara, Romania. Home to one of the few still inhabited castles in Europe, Sighisoara is a Transylvanian architectural gem, known for its well-preserved fortifications and pastel-colored towers. The Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a picturesque labyrinth of cobblestone streets, medieval houses, and historic monuments, including the clock tower and the birthplace of Vlad the Impaler, the figure who inspired the Dracula legend. Visitors can also delve into local history by attending the annual medieval festival, celebrating arts and culture with musicians, jugglers, and artisans in period costumes. The city also boasts a variety of charming cafes and local eateries, where visitors can savor traditional Romanian cuisine, adding another layer to the cultural experience. Dinant, Belgium. This distinctive Walloon town nestles along the banks of the Meuse River, wedged between steep limestone cliffs. Dominated by the citadel, an 11th century fortress accessible by cable car, Dinant offers beautiful panoramas of the valley. The Gothic Notre Dame Church, with its characteristic bulb-shaped bell tower, is reflected in the river's waters. Dinant is famous as the birthplace of Adolphe Sax, inventor of the saxophone, and this connection is celebrated with colorful saxophone sculptures scattered throughout the town. The local beer production and typical pastries undoubtedly enrich the culinary experience for tourists. Olomouc, Czech Republic. This bohemian city offers an authentic Czech experience without Prague's crowds. The city boasts one of the largest and best-preserved historical squares in Central Europe. The Upper Square, dominated by the majestic town hall with its socialist astronomical clock, a unique work that offers a fascinating glimpse into the art and ideology of the communist era. Visitors can explore medieval underground pubs or relax in city parks. Olomouc strikes a balance between history and modernity, offering a lesser-known alternative to more popular Czech destinations. Lucca, Italy. Nestled in the Tuscan countryside, Lucca is famous for its intact Renaissance walls, now serving as a circular public park for walkers and cyclists. This medieval city boasts a network of historic streets where one can discover enchanting squares like Piazza dell'Anfiteatro, built on the remnants of a Roman amphitheater. The Cathedral of San Martino and the Church of San Michele in Foro are architectural gems that exemplify Italian medieval art, with magnificent facades and precious interiors. Lucca is also a vibrant cultural hub, hosting annual events such as the Lucca Comics and Games, one of the largest comic book festivals in Europe, and the Lucca Summer Festival, featuring concerts by international artists. Annecy, France. Annecy earns its nickname of the Venice of the Alps, thanks to its charming canals that wind through the historic center, creating a romantic and relaxing atmosphere. Every corner of this medieval village tells a piece of the past, from the historically painted buildings in pastel colors to the small boutiques offering local artisan products. The heart of the village is its lake, renowned for the cleanliness and clarity of its waters. Here, nature lovers can indulge in water sports or simply relax on the well-maintained shores. Beyond its natural beauty, Annecy is a vibrant cultural center, hosting international festivals and markets that celebrate regional gastronomy and art. Verona, Italy. Verona also deserves mention, a city that immediately evokes images of romantic balconies and ancient Shakespearean tragedies. Famous as the setting for the eternal love story between Romeo and Juliet, Verona offers much more than this literary myth. Venturing into its paved streets, you'll find yourself surrounded by magnificent Romanesque and Renaissance buildings. The Verona Arena, a well-preserved Roman amphitheater, is still the heart of the city today, hosting opera performances and concerts that attract visitors from all over the world. Do not miss Juliet's house, where you can admire the famous balcony and leave a love letter, continuing the tradition of thousands of lovers. The city is also rich in history, evidenced by its impressive medieval gates, the Basilica of San Zeno Maggiore and Castelvecchio. Thessaloniki, Greece, is a hidden gem of the Mediterranean, harmoniously blending ancient and modern. Its millennial history is reflected in Byzantine, Roman, and Ottoman monuments, which coexist with contemporary buildings. The White Tower, symbol of the city, dominates the waterfront, offering panoramic views. The Anopoli district, with its traditional houses, contrasts with the lively nightlife and gastronomic scene that animate the center. Less touristy than other Greek destinations, Thessaloniki boasts a rich cultural offering, from archaeological museums to contemporary art galleries. Its strategic location also makes it an excellent starting point for exploring the beauties of Greek Macedonia, from the beaches of Chalkidiki to the surrounding archaeological sites. Hallstatt, Norway. Located on Norway's western coast, it's renowned for its Art Nouveau architecture. The city was rebuilt in this style after a devastating fire in 1904. Its colorful houses reflect in the waters of the surrounding fjords, creating a distinctive landscape. From Mount Axla, reachable by 418 steps, you can enjoy a panoramic view of the nearby islands. Hallstatt is also known for its fishing industry and serves as a starting point for exploring the Norwegian fjords. The city combines elements of urban design with the natural beauty of Nordic landscapes. Leuven, Belgium. A university city par excellence, it combines a rich historical heritage with a young and vibrant atmosphere. The Gothic Town Hall, considered one of the most beautiful in Europe, is a masterpiece of flamboyant architecture. The university, founded in 1425, gives the city a palpable intellectual energy, with historic buildings like the University Library blending harmoniously with modern structures. Leuven is also the cradle of Stella Artois beer, and its brewing tradition is reflected in the numerous pubs and craft breweries. The Groot Begenhof, a well-preserved 13th century district, offers an oasis of tranquility with its red brick houses and cobblestone streets. Urbino, Italy. More than a village, it's a small Renaissance city in the Marche region, universally recognized as a center of great cultural importance, so much so that it has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is the birthplace of Raphael, and the house where the painter was born is now a museum dedicated to his life and works. Strolling through its narrow streets, one can breathe the air of a time when this city was a reference point for art and culture in Europe. Schwerin, Germany. Capital of Mecklenburg-Western Pomerania, it's best known for its fairy tale castle, situated on an island in the city's lake. This building, blending Renaissance and Neo-Renaissance styles, dominates the urban landscape and houses the regional parliament. The city, surrounded by lakes and forests, offers a tranquil and romantic atmosphere. The historic center, with its half-timbered houses and Gothic cathedral, reflects the city's rich history. The surrounding natural park, on the other hand, offers ample opportunities for walks and outdoor activities. Less known than other German cities, Schwerin undoubtedly represents a hidden European gem, combining history, nature, and architecture in a unique setting. Şirince, Turkey. This small village, situated in the hills of the Turkish Aegean, is a well-preserved example of Ottoman Greek architecture. The stone and plaster houses, with terracotta roofs, cling to the slopes, offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. It's also renowned for its fruit wines, particularly apple and blackberry. The village still maintains a rural and tranquil atmosphere today, with stone streets and small craft shops selling local products. Its proximity to the ancient city of Ephesus makes it a complimentary destination for visitors interested in the region's history and culture. Kutna Hora, Czech Republic. This medieval city, located in central Bohemia, is famous for its past linked to silver mining. The historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, presents an extraordinary collection of Gothic and Baroque architecture. St. Barbara's Cathedral, a masterpiece of late Gothic, dominates the city's skyline. Kutna Hora is also known for the Sedlec Ossuary, a chapel decorated with the bones of over 40,000 people, creating a macabre but fascinating atmosphere. This town represents a less crowded alternative to Prague, maintaining a very characteristic, authentic atmosphere. Hallstatt, Austria. Regarded as one of Europe's most picturesque villages, Hallstatt maintains a perfect balance between nature and history. Located on the shores of the eponymous lake and surrounded by imposing mountains, this village offers a panorama that resembles a painting. Hallstatt's history is deeply linked to its ancient salt mine, active for millennia and recognized as the oldest in the world. Tourists can explore the underground galleries or take the funicular to enjoy a spectacular view from above. The village is also an ideal starting point for hikes in the surrounding forests or boat trips on the lake, offering moments of serenity away from daily bustle. Cefalù, Italy. Cefalù, meanwhile, is a jewel set on the northern coast of Sicily, where history and nature merge into an unforgettable landscape. The Cathedral of Cefalù, with its imposing Byzantine mosaics, is a masterpiece of Norman art that dominates the city with its majestic presence. Its narrow streets, rich in history, lead you on a journey through time, among ancient laundries, small squares, and romantic sea views. La Rocca, a limestone massif that stands guard over the city, offers the more adventurous the chance to explore paths that wind through ancient wall, remains, and wild nature, rewarding the effort with a view that spans from the deep blue sea to the gentle surrounding hills. But Cefalù is not just about history and landscapes, it is also about taste. Here, fresh fish is a tradition, but even the desserts pass down a culinary art that knows how to innovate while keeping the connection with the past alive. Berat, Albania. Known as the City of a Thousand Windows, it's a rare example of a well-preserved Ottoman town. Its traditional white houses climb the hillsides, creating a unique urban landscape that has earned it UNESCO recognition. Berat Castle, still inhabited, offers a panoramic view of the city and the Osum River Valley. The Mangalam and Gorica districts, separated by the river, showcase examples of Ottoman architecture and Byzantine churches. Berat is also an important center for Byzantine and post-Byzantine art, with the Onufri Museum housing a valuable collection of icons. Visby, Sweden. Located on the island of Gotland, Visby is a veritable open-air museum, celebrated for its beautifully preserved medieval walls that encircle the old town. Known as the City of Roses and Ruins, Visby offers a unique atmosphere where every street and alley tells stories of Vikings and medieval merchants. The ruins of churches, scattered throughout the city, blend with lush gardens and characteristic houses, creating a timeless scene. During the summer, Medieval Week brings the city to life with tournaments, historical parades, and markets, reenacting the golden age of the city as a center of the Hanseatic League. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, Visby is not just a step back in time, but also offers enchanting beaches and pristine nature, making every visit a memorable adventure. Vilnius, Lithuania. Vilnius, with its charming old town rich in Baroque with Gothic and Renaissance elements, is often described as one of Europe's most underrated medieval cities. Its university, one of the oldest in Eastern Europe, contributes to a vibrant and youthful atmosphere. The cathedral and the Gediminas Tower are focal points that tell the story of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, one of the largest European states in the Middle Ages. Walking along the cobblestone streets of Vilnius reveals a series of small churches, ancient palaces, and hidden courtyards, providing a quiet break from urban life. The Uzès district, with its self-proclaimed independence and artistic constitution, adds a touch of eccentricity and creativity to the city's historical fabric. Tallinn, Estonia. Tallinn, the capital of Estonia, is a Baltic gem whose old town is safeguarded within robust medieval walls, rich with towers and gatehouses. The city reaches towards the sky with its red roofs and church spires, while the sound of bells marks the rhythm of daily life. The heart of the town is the town hall square, where the Gothic town hall stands as a symbol of medieval power and prosperity. Here, one can immerse themselves in an atmosphere from another era, exploring the winding alleys that radiate from the center, discovering artisan boutiques selling woolen sweaters and amber jewelry. One must certainly climb Tumpia Hill to enjoy a breathtaking view of the city and the sea, a panorama that has inspired generations of poets and painters. Tallinn, with its unique mix of medieval history, modern art, and vibrant nightlife, offers an unforgettable adventure in every season. Bacharach, Germany. Situated along the winding banks of the Rhine, Bacharach epitomizes the enchantment of the German Renaissance with its picturesque, half-timbered houses. It's a place where time seems to slow down, allowing every moment to be savored, whether you're exploring narrow alleys or tasting a glass of the renowned local wine. The charm of Bacharach is palpable, especially during the golden hours of sunset, when the last sunlight caresses the facades of historic homes. For history buffs, a visit to the Gothic St. Peter's Church offers a dive into the past, while wine enthusiasts will love the local cellars offering tastings of wines produced in the surrounding vineyards. York, England. York embodies the essence of English medieval history with its imposing walls, which still encircle the historic center today. The heart of the city is the majestic York Minster, one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in Northern Europe, whose stained glass windows and soaring arches are a triumph of art and architecture. The medieval atmosphere is palpable as you stroll along the Shambles, one of the best preserved medieval streets in Europe, now bustling with craft shops and cafes. The city is also a hub of cultural activities, with numerous festivals celebrating everything from ancient music to literature. York is not just a dive into history, but a dynamic and engaging experience that captivates visitors of all ages. Faro, Portugal. Faro, the capital of the Algarve, is a city that combines history, culture, and natural beauty. Its historic center, surrounded by ancient Roman walls, is a labyrinth of cobblestone streets, shaded squares, and historical buildings. The cathedral, located in the heart of the Old Town, offers a wonderful panoramic view from its tower. The city is also the gateway to the Ria Formosa Natural Park, a vast area of lagoons and islands, which is a paradise for nature lovers and birdwatchers. The nearby beaches, easily accessible from the city center, are perfect for a day of relaxation in the sun. Setenil de las Bodegas, Spain. Unique in its kind, Setenil de las Bodegas challenges architectural conventions by being built directly under huge rock boulders, which serve as natural roofs for many of its houses. This Andalusian village is famous not only for its unusual configuration, but also for the liveliness of its market, where local products such as chorizo, honey, and olive oil are displayed. Walking through the streets of Setenil, one feels a strong sense of community and tradition, with narrow, shaded alleys offering shelter from the hot Spanish sun, and a welcoming atmosphere that invites exploration of every corner. Vaduz, Liechtenstein. Capital of the Principality of Liechtenstein, Vaduz is a compact city offering a unique experience in the heart of Europe. Dominated by the castle, residence of the princely family, the city combines modern elements with a fairy tale atmosphere. The pedestrian center houses contemporary art museums and galleries, including the Kunstmuseum Liechtenstein. Vaduz is also an important financial center with a rich offering of boutiques and high-quality restaurants. Moreover, its location in the Rhine Valley, surrounded by the Alps, offers opportunities for hiking and outdoor activities in the immediate vicinity. Brasov, Romania. This Transylvanian city stands out for its well-preserved medieval historic center, surrounded by forested mountains. Council Square, with its Baroque and Gothic buildings, represents the city's beating heart. The Black Church, Eastern Europe's largest Gothic building, dominates the city's skyline. The 14th century defensive walls and towers bear witness to the region's tumultuous history. The city serves as an ideal base for exploring Transylvania's castles, including the famous Bran Castle. Cesky Krumlov, Czech Republic. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this village is famous for its stunning Renaissance castle with ornate gardens and a still-functioning Baroque theater. Cesky Krumlov seems almost surreal, with its winding streets and colorful houses that hug the curves of the Vltava River. Here, one can immerse themselves in art and culture by frequenting galleries, museums, and live performances that often take place in the historic locations of the village. The romantic atmosphere and unique architecture make this village an unmissable destination for those looking to discover European history and art in a unique and picturesque setting. Monsaraz, Portugal. Monsaraz is one of Portugal's best-preserved medieval gems, suspended in time above the Guadiana River Valley. This ancient fortified village, with its stone walls and cobbled streets, offers a stunning panoramic view over the Alentejo Plains and the nearby Alcueva Lake. Its medieval architecture is palpable at every corner, from the city gates to the Church of Santa Maria da Lagoa, which houses frescoes and sacred art of rare beauty. The castle, dominating the landscape, is the perfect spot to savor the sunset, with its colors painting the ancient bricks of the city in gold and orange. History and culture enthusiasts will surely find a peaceful refuge here, far from the hustle and bustle of big cities, where local traditions such as textile and pottery production are still alive.